Yeah, I think firstly Connor has performed really well all season, and I spoke to both goalkeepers at the start of pre-season and said whoever performs better, I feel will come in and play. So that's the reason.
Um, Michael's obviously been the subject of a lot of speculation, as we know. There was more talk about him in the papers this morning. Um, is it coming to a stage where the club might need to make a decision about moving Michael on?
Yeah, listen, I think, as I said before, there has been bids for him, but them bids haven't reached the valuation which the club wants. So, from our point of view, that's where we stand as a football club. Um, but yeah, as I said, the decision today was purely based on what I've seen in pre-season.
And how did Michael take that decision? Because he's used to being the first choice keeper when he's fit at this football club.
Yeah, I spoke to him, understands it. He understands the reasons behind it. And of course, for Michael as well, it's not an easy moment for him as well. There's a lot of speculation. I'm sure he's aware of what's happening and the bids we're receiving. So I think firstly I need players who are fully motivated and committed to play.
Do you think he'll still be at the football club beyond the end of the transfer window?
I've no idea. I think, as you said, I think as a football club we do need to make a decision. And obviously the bids we've received are not the valuation, but from our point of view, and I think it's really important for me to say I really want Michael to stay. I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper, but I think sometimes it gets taken out of the manager's hands as well in terms of what conversations have been had with Michael and the club. So, but yeah, I hope he is. Can I say I'm 100% confident? Probably not.
Morgan Whittaker's obviously been at the centre of speculation as well. When two of your best players are sort of around this situation, is it a distraction, one for them, but also for their teammates as well? Is there a bit too much of a speculation going on for players to focus on their jobs fully?
No. So no, I don't think today's performance, as I said, was a surprise to me, but I don't think that's got anything to do with Michael Cooper's situation or Morgan Whittaker's situation. I've said Morgan has been really happy, showed no indications of leaving the club. Today's performance, as I said, was we didn't do the basics right. We didn't, we had the game plan, we didn't execute the game plan well at all. And yeah, so I'm really surprised with the performance today because it's not what I've seen all pre-season, both in the games and both on the training pitch. So I think it's a wake-up call for us all.
You've spoken already about the fact that you'd like to get another player or two in, maybe, given the right opportunity. Given today's performance, is there more importance to try and look at doing that, do you feel?
I don't think it's the time to panic. I think it's the first game of the season, and of course we're disappointed. We're as I said, surprised. I keep saying surprised at the performance today, but I don't think it's time to panic. I've seen the work we've done throughout the pre-season, which gives me encouragement. I think you have to credit Sheffield Wednesday. I thought it really good, and made it difficult for us. So, from our point of view, we have to keep believing in the process we've got of moving forward, and if players become available who we feel can improve the team, then of course we'll look at that. But um, I don't think we can start panic buying after one game.
One last question. Darko Diaby came into the team. He missed the last three pre-season games. What was the thinking behind putting him in the team, and how did you feel he performed?
Yeah, it was a difficult one. Jordan Houghton picked up a knock, so he weren't available for today's game. And Rand also picked up a knock and probably wasn't available to play from the start. So um, really, Forsey and Darko were the only two fit ones really. And I would have liked to have got Rand some minutes just to keep topping him up in his fitness. But once the game got beyond us, I think it was more important than for Darko and Forsey to get the 90 minutes in.
Anything serious with Jordan and Randall?
Rand is okay. It's just something we've been monitoring throughout the pre-season. So I think if we pushed him too much today, he would have broke down probably. And Jordan, we're waiting on the results on the scan, so I've got no information on that yet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wayne, do you or did you? Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you or did you question the work rate of commitment and effort of what you saw out there today from some of your players?
I don't think it was work rate. I think it was when you talk about basics. I think it is getting to the ball and it is second balls, and so I don't think they've gone out there purposely not doing that. They've tried. I'm sure when we look back and sit down, the run stats will be will be high. But I think it's understanding the right time to try and play out from the back. I think we knew Sheffield Wednesday wanted to trap us, try and press us high and try and trap us, and the game management maybe weren't so good today in terms of seeing that and playing beyond that press, and we kept allowing ourselves to get trapped at times. So yeah, I think. But then staying with runners, I think it's a concentration. It's something we spoke about before the game about staying with runners and cutbacks and crosses into the box. We knew they'd be really dangerous, and we didn't manage to do that in the second balls as well. So I think all the basics you have in the game, we didn't do well enough today.
Wayne, I know it's only one game, but with this group of players, what does success look like for you, do you think, this season?
I think what I've spoke about since I've come into the club, we have our aims, we have our goals, not just for this season, but over the next few years. So yeah, I think it's important not to panic and not, being too negative. Of course, I didn't like the performance one bit today, but I think we have to stay calm and understand this game's happened. We'll do a debrief tomorrow on the game and move on. So it doesn't change our ambitions of what we believe we can get to this season.
I mean, it's a hell of a long trip back, so plenty of time to ponder what happened today, I suppose.
Yeah, of course, and it's obviously we'll go through the game on the way back and start preparing for the meeting tomorrow and obviously preparing for the game on Wednesday. So, but yeah, that's normal. Obviously, for us, we're used to that travel, so it's no different.